The observer would like to advise that the following video comes with a trigger warning. The content in this video is of a sensitive nature, so please beware that the topic of this video may trigger you. The observer recommends that you consider your own mental health before you watch this video.
I'm not Birmingham. I'm just a bit of everything, apparently. I'm just talking me now, sorry. No, I've got a husky voice again, Becky. My sore throat's back. It's from, obviously, the tubes they put down. Not tubes, but like, breathing tube and all that. Not breathing tube, airway tube. Oh, did I? No. I don't know what I sounded like. It wasn't Australian. You love the British accent. It's probably a bit of my sore throat as well, though. Like, it's, yeah, just not a good mixture. No, darling. An airway tube. Well, not intubation. I wasn't intubated. Just like, I don't know if you know what the ambulance uses. The Goodell Airways that they use, or the, I don't know which one it was. It was either Goodell or an eye gel. You know what they use to open up the airway when you're seizing. Like, basically, like, my jaw stiffens. Apparently, I've been told this. My jaw stiffens, I bite my tongue, and then they have to put a breathing tube down. Apparently, I don't really know, but obviously I have no clue, but yeah. So they just put down what they have to put down. So it's not like an intubation tube, like ICU. It's just to open the airway for short term. So it's not like, yeah. You do sound strongly Aussie, yes, darling, you do. I think you do anyway. But then I've never met someone Australian apart from you, Rachel, so that might be why. I don't know. Yeah. No, so it goes down from like your mouth all the way down to like here-ish, I think. I'm not too sure. Or they can use ones that go down your nose as well. So no, it doesn't go all the way down here. It just goes all the way down to about here-ish, I think. Just to literally keep your actual airway open. So it's an airway opening tube, yeah. Basically. So they either do them from the nose that go down or through your mouth, or sometimes they do both. I've woken up with both in before, and that's not nice. Especially when you've obviously got nasal tubes and they put one down your nose as well. Nah. Because it's literally like this big old tube that goes down and basically collects all your boogers as well, which is nasty when they take out. They're meant to take them out when you're like conscious, obviously, but yeah, nah. Ugh. Vile. Or at least breathing on your own, and it's, yeah, gross, to be frank. Like, I've had one completely blocked with snot before. How impressive, or disgusting, whichever way you say that. Bambi, indeed! Literally, sorry. Sorry, darling. One sec, I'll be back. So hot. Hot stuff. I'm hot and I'm cold. I'll be yes and I'll be no. I'm sure of it in a minute. Am I sure? Yes, no? No. Just dribbling on as always. Hyper manic. I don't know why right now, but anyway. Because I've had like 2 days of no meds, and I've finally got meds in my system, and my system's going like, what? What are you doing to me? Why are you trying to wake me up when I don't want to be awake? Hey, my love, how are you? So I've basically been asleep for like Yeah, a long time it feels like. I mean, it's only been 2 days, but still. It's a long time to just be solidly, well, it wasn't sleeping, but you get what I mean. Yeah, not too bad, darling, thank you. We take you guys up to the ceiling for a minute. You're gonna work as a HCA. That's cool. Like, what area are you based, lovely? Are you on the growth programme, or are you actually going to be like a fully fledged band 2? Or is it band 2 or band 3 where you are? Mind me asking just what county? One sec. I know there's growth programme, but I don't know if you'll be doing that or if you'll actually be like, you know, a fully fledged. There's both. Hey, Miss Bramble, darling. I'm here, sweetie pie. Sorry, you are just looking at the ceiling at the moment because I'm sorting something out, but yeah. You just messaged me back, did you? Okay, I'll have a look soon, sweetheart. Thank you. I can't see it right now, but yeah, thank you, my love. Growth, okay. Yeah, so you'll need to do your care certificate. Are they making you do all of your care certificate, Emma? Or is it just a level 3? They'll make you do? Or is it the whole of the... Because they have different programmes, don't they? They make people do depending on what they've already got. So I know most of the NHS just standardises themselves with the care certificate now, but it might be different, I don't know. If you've already got something. Oh yeah, okay. Fair enough. Level 3 training, that's good. Hopefully it works well for you, darling. I hope you enjoy it too. Sorry, one sec. Hey, darling, are you okay, my love? You finally got the date, that's good at least, my love. September, that's not too far, darling. Have you had the pre-op yet? I'm guessing that was what you were waiting for to then get the actual date, so... Pre-op and that been cleared, I'm guessing? Hey Kim, love. Oh, as okay as I can be, darling, thank you. Hey Helen, darling, you okay, sweet? But yeah, it could be better, could be worse. I'll be alright. I'm just trying to get back. Like, well, I'm back home. Just got back home not long ago, so just trying to get back into the swing of things at home. Yeah, no, I haven't been okay, sweet, to be honest, but I've been in hospital. It's epilepticus actually, so not great, but I'll be fine. It just is what it is. Like, it's one of those things that I go through and seem to keep going through right now. But it has to get better eventually, right? I hope. I've been in hospital suite. I got seen by ITU yesterday, actually, because I wasn't coming out. But luckily, well, I think it was yesterday, or early hours this morning or something. But luckily I came out of status, so they didn't tube me, but yeah, you get what I mean, like intubate, but they just kept me in resus for 24 hours and I've been on a ward ever since, but since I came out of status, but they were just monitoring me and on oxygen and stuff. I was only on a couple of litres, but I just needed that extra, you know. I actually haven't, darling, no. Oh gosh, bless you. Yeah, so I do have a condition that does make surgery more risky anyway, which is why I actually they don't tend to go down surgical options for me. But yeah, it's, surgical routes aren't for everyone regardless of what condition they have. But yeah, no, I do get what you mean, especially when it's a heart surgery and it's needed. So does he have it, bless you? So he's going down the heart surgery, but he's got it as well. Have they just found out he's got it? But no, I haven't heard of it, love. Am I feeling better now? Not really, darling, but I've only got out of there today, so obviously, yeah, it'll take a while, sweet. Is it, love? Bless you. Keep taking it out as it grows. Yeah, that was my sister's only option too, darling. Sometimes, like I say, it is only the option. Sometimes there's other options. Sometimes they decide not to do it because it's too risky. You get what I mean? But yeah, depends. Every individual is so different. That's why it's hard, because it could be one condition, but they can't categorise it based on the person because everyone is so individualised. So yeah, it's hard, very hard. But bless you. Oh, okay. Yeah. Bless you, lovely. It's really tough. Can't imagine what you guys are all going through, honestly. I mean, my life seems easy compared. I mean, I know I shouldn't compare, but still it does, to be honest. Like, yeah, I medicate bloody 24/7, it seems like. It seems a lot more, less risky sometimes. I hope my sister's doing okay now. Do you mean me, love? My sister is not here any longer, darling, unfortunately, but yeah. This was years ago I'm talking, but yeah, no. They went down an hospice route instead, unfortunately. She was only young, bless her. But yeah, hospice was the only choice because she was going anyway, sadly. She became terminal, darling, so they had no treatment options available. at the age of, 12, she wasn't going to make it regardless, so. But yeah. And also it wouldn't have been a quality at the age of 12 to keep her here, undergoing surgeries, and probably not going to make it at the end of them regardless. So yeah, she's not here, darling, but she's in a better place. Somewhere we don't know of, but somewhere she's much more comfortable. Thank you, darling. I don't feel strong sometimes, darling, I'm not going to lie, but I try to be because I also remember the people around me that keep going for me, but also the people, that keep me here every day, that actually keep me alive every day, the people that fight to keep me living and fight to keep me alive against the odds sometimes, and that does just keep me thriving somehow. Maybe not thriving, but surviving, you get what I mean. It keeps me going because I see how much struggle they go through just to see me like this. I go through the struggle to be here because I want to be here with them through it. And somehow that just works. Because it has to. I've been through a lot in our lifetime, and I've been probably going to go through a hell of a lot more. But one thing I ain't going to go through is giving up. Sorry guys, I'm just getting stuff sorted. Also very stuffy, so sorry. God, I can hear a dog howling. I don't know where, but Jesus. Sounds like there's a full moon tonight with that dog. Christ. I love dogs, but Jesus, that didn't sound like a dog I want to be around. Oof. Why did that run fast for your mother, run fast for your father song come into my head? Jesus. Run fast away from your dog, Christ. Yay! I'm proud of you, sweet. Your youngest dog sings. Oh, bless. That just scared me. I wasn't expecting to hear it, because I didn't know we had any dogs around. Literally, I didn't know we had any dogs around this neighbourhood, anywhere near. So that just kind of shocked me a bit. Oh, I'm proud of you, Chloe, darling. Thank you, Lucy, sweet. Don't get me wrong, I love dogs, but nah, my putty cat is all I need. Is my little visitor that comes every single day now, darling. Yeah, literally. That's Diva, the little visitor, and she is a little diva, that's for sure. And I love her to pieces, honestly. She's so sweet. She visits every day without fail, literally. Even when I'm not here, apparently. Even when I'm not here, she comes to visit my carers, because my carers come in regardless. Like, even like if they have cancelled, because we leave it on a day-to-day basis, so they don't get cancelled until that morning or that evening. But yeah, she comes and sees me, apparently, and will be sitting on my bench normally by the time my carer turns up. And Chloe, I haven't sent you the video, have I, of me fussing her and giving her lots of love, because she was rolling all the way over my patio the other day. I was fussing her at the front door, and she literally was just rolling all the way over it, like purring and just going crazy. Can't see it. I didn't see it. I didn't see the honey moustache. Oh no, she's so lovely. Thank you, darling. Oh, you lit up my hat and moustache. Love that. Thank you, Lucy. Let me just send Chloe the video. Hi, Stacey. How are you? Sorry, did I miss that one? Hey, Holly. How are you? Hey, Rachel, darling. Hey, Ella, sweet. Hey, Christine. Hey, Stacey. Hey, darling. I've got my PJs beside me. I want to put them on, but it's too cold. Sorry, my love. Can I do a reveal of the PJs, darling? Can I say or not? Oh, I've got donuts too. Lucy, you're treating me, girl. Literally, I hope so too. She actually sat on my granddad's bench that's outside for ages the other day and just fell asleep. I'm not actually letting her in the house though, just in case, because I think her mother might go terribly crazy at me. Well, I'm not her mother, but you know, her actual owner. My neighbour. Let me just get them. Oh, Dad might put them away actually. Let me have a look. Oh, Daddy-o, he put them away. He put them in the drawer like a sensible fella. That's not my father. Yeah, Dad put them away. Sorry, darling. I will show them another day when I'll put them on another day when it's warmer. I get you, darling. I mean, like I say, she's not my cat by far, but nah, I really want her. Well, I nearly had your cat for a little while, didn't I, babe? I told you, I am good with animals. Like, I'm not like, you know, like a cat whisperer. I joked to Danielle, was it Danielle or Ella that I was a cat whisperer? But was it you? I can't remember, but like, nah, I do love animals so much. I'm Puss in Boots' auntie, exactly, I am. And we've got Diva in Boots too. We've got Diva. Diva's joined the family. Although she's 12 years old. How old's Puss? Or shall we say Boots? Sorry. I do love her, honestly, she's so cute. And it's fine, oh bless her heart. Yeah, literally. Oh bless his heart, sorry. But yeah, your cat is Mittens, oh I love that. We've got Diva, and she is a right diva, but she's 12 years old, so she's allowed to be a diva, come on. I think at 12 years old, as a cat, she's allowed to be a diva. And she rules this roost, literally. There's no other animals around here. Yeah, I'm sending lots of good vibes, darling. You have early signs. Oh, bless you. I didn't even know there was such thing as early signs, but yeah, bless you, darling. I'm sending lots of love and good vibes. And just, you know, it may be hard of access of treatment and stuff, but if you need to get a second or, you know, third opinion, or what, I don't know what country you live in, darling, if that's a viable option for you. But if it is and your treatment isn't going right, please get a doctor that listens to you well for it. You know, like, the first treatment option may not, you know, there's no, like, getting better from it. It does get worse over time, or it might stay the same, I'm not gonna lie, but regardless, just if you don't feel the treatment option is working for you, or at least the management option, please try and get someone else that would listen better, and, you know, like a different doctor that, and just explore other options too. Medication and like diet management is normally kind of the main port of call, obviously to keep you well, but yeah, or as well as can be. But yeah, bless you, darling, I'm sending love. But there's lots of medications that help a lot of people on it too, with it too. So I hope you are one of them, darling. But sending love regardless. That's what sugar's been. I haven't got a Libra in, darling, to be honest. They're probably terrible, but I got pulled out during a seizure. During a bad seizure, actually. Like the one that they called critical care for, so, well, ITU for. They called ITU when I was in hospital. I had a really bad seizure, and yeah. So I don't know how they've been. It was scary, babe. They've obviously been checking them, but yeah. Bless you, darling. And washing walls, Jesus. So you're like washing down the paint, or do you have anything planned this evening? No, darling. Has anyone, my loves? Anyone got anything exciting planned, shall I say? I just got to be resting in bed because I've had more seizures today, to be fair. Obviously I was in obviously I was in resus, and then luckily didn't go play Xbox. That's fair. That sounds alright, darling. So I was in resus for like 24 hours and then went to a ward, but after merely avoiding ITU, like just like minutely avoiding it, should I say, after I'd just come round after, yeah, but oh, we're alright. Yeah, lovely. So I've had like, I don't know, I'm knackered. I don't even know how many I've had today, but I'm alright. It was. Yeah, obviously I have epilepsy anyway, Miss Bramble, so it's not uncommon for me, but because I've been in hospital, and yeah, I've only just got out this afternoon, so it is what it is. Hey, Becky Boo, darling. How are you, sweetheart? Oh, bless you. Hey, Becky, darling. You're right, sweetheart. Lovely. Hey, Casey, darling. Are you okay, sweet? I miss you too, sweetie pie. Oh, thank you, darling. Thank you, Chloe, sweet. Not great, darling, but I'll be okay. Thank you, my love. I guess I can be right now, sweetheart, but thank you. Yeah, you got Coco, Bex. Coco's here. You got the best of both worlds, Kirsten and Coco. I'm joking. Sorry, ever guys, but we just are the bee's knees, aren't we, Bex? It doesn't show I'm live. You're not. Is it the notifications, darling? Your notifications just didn't pop up or whatever, or are they just not showing? Yeah. I love you, Becky too, darling. Always and forever. I know you're having a tough time, sweetie pie, but we'll get through it, okay? I promise. We will get through this. All together we will. Oh, okay. That's strange. Sometimes people have to search me to find I'm live, but yeah, sometimes people don't, because most people have found me, it seems. I don't know, it's strange. It happens to everyone, but I think it's because I haven't been active for a while. I don't know, I'm not sure. Well, a few days at least. I don't know, I have no idea how it works. I love you, Bex, darling. We got your sweetie pie. Hey, Charmaine. Yeah, I know. I know what you mean. Yeah, that's how all lives normally show, but I'm just wondering because I haven't been live for a while or haven't been online for a while, maybe I've just been demoted. You get what I mean? I don't know how I showed for everyone else, but I did, darling. Not quite sure how it works. I've been demoted. Well, obviously I'm not on For You page anyway, because no, I was a good girl, Bex. I was a good girl. I actually didn't self-discharge, so normally, okay. No self-discharge here, Becky Boo. None of it. Thank you. No, to be fair, I just reasoned with the doctor. Hi, Pablo. reasoned with the doctor and they did agree with me, so they just said, we'd rather discharge you than, you know, have to fill out all the paperwork, because actually they agreed with me regardless, so yeah. They said it's a chronic condition, there's not much more they can do without me having a neuro review, which isn't going to happen over the weekend, and it is something that, unfortunately, it will have to be a neuro reviewed thing anyway, because they can't do anything without neuro's input. They can't change my medication or whatever, so yeah. Obviously, I did avoid ITU, very, like, badly avoided ITU. Like, I mean, like, my seizure stopped good enough that I avoided ITU, but I mean, like, I nearly ended up in ITU, but the point is, I didn't, and they said, you know, that it was a good turnaround from that point, so they couldn't see a reason to keep me in over a weekend when there was only going to be no bed movement. I would have stayed on, you know, my ward, and yeah, it wouldn't have changed anything till Monday, whereas they might as well just get me an outpatient appointment regardless to have a whole review, which we need anyway, so yeah. It was quick, wasn't it, lovely? It's good. But thank you so much. I absolutely love them, babe. They're so sweet. And I mean sweet as in, like, I'm definitely going to wear sweet. You get what I mean? I do wear the stitch top. It is just thicker material, so I need this cooler weather for that. But I need the hotter weather for the pyjamas. You get what I mean, probably. Because you've obviously, like, seen them and felt them, but yeah. Oh. The shirt is soft. Oh, it's so beautiful, darling. It's so lovely. I want to get them out to show everyone. I will do. Don't you worry. I do, actually, yeah. It's a thinner cotton for sure. I mean the shirt on the pyjamas is thinner. The t-shirt you got me, you know, like the t-shirt, the stitch t-shirt, that one is a lot thicker, whereas the shirt on these pyjamas is a hell of a lot thinner. Yeah. Oh gosh. I've got some PJs. I did, darling. I'm gonna show you in a minute. I'm gonna try and transfer out of bed and go through to the other room for a bit, because Dad's coming back later anyway, so. But yeah, Rachel got some PJs for me and sent them over. What's it? Oh my god. Maybe that's why it's thicker, because yeah, 100% is quite, yeah. I might actually, do you know what? I've cooled down a lot. I might try and get them on, one sec. They fit, obviously. I'm just like wary about my, because I'm actually really hot now, one sec. But yeah. We don't need to talk about that. I'll talk about that with the relevant people. Not that there is any relevant people, but anyway. Oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah. Oh, shite. Couldn't be helped at the door even, unfortunately. Oh, my lord, what am I doing? Yeah, it's me, lovely. Sorry, Rowan. That's scary, yeah. Honestly, this is a different table, so I've moved my table from this one. This one, the wheels are like a lot freer, shall we say, and in the other room they're a lot less free, so they're a lot more stuck. But I moved them through, well, Dad helped me move them through the opposite way, because I don't actually know why we did it, but yeah, that was a bit brutal. because I've just knocked everything all over the floor. Joys. There we go. And now, do I look a bit red because I feel it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, and now it's like saying yes and no at the same time. Oh, I'm like a beetroot face, honestly. It's hot now. Your exam results on Thursday. How did you do, lovely? I think we spoke, didn't we? I can't remember. How did you do, lovely? I hope you did well, my love. A level. I think it was A level, wasn't it, Rowan? You're in college. English and sciences. Bless you. Onwards, upwards, definitely, my lovely. You did well. Honestly, they make exams so hard nowadays, I'm telling you. And they make, not being funny, they make it so hard on anyone. So not just yourself, lovely. There'll be lots of people in a similar situation disappointed in themselves. But it's not yourself to fault. It's not yourself to fault. And actually, yeah, exactly that. They've upped it a lot. They have increased the boundaries a lot. And I don't think this whole 9 to 1 system really works anymore in our... Did she? Yeah. She did alright, love. I don't think the 9 to 1 system is as great as they made it sound to be. Because they have basically just put more pressure on people to do better. And increased every sort of like boundary there is. But not given any extra support whatsoever. Yeah. Nine to 1 system. No, it's not 9 times 1 system. She's got all 9s. Gosh. Oh, bless you. So the 9 to 1 system is like the A to E system, so 9 to 1, yeah. Yeah, I mean I was an A-star student and I got B's plus, like plus B's and above, but I wasn't in school for much of it. Do you get what I mean? I was home educated or obviously hospital education, and like obviously I was one of the last A to E categories, one of the last ones labelled in that category. I think I was the last year actually. They were then bringing in the 9 to 1 system, and I got one B. The rest were A's. No, the rest were A's and A stars, but that was bloody hard considering I was meant to be A stars all the way, or 9s nowadays, and I still got like all right, but it wasn't what I wanted. Let's just put it that way. But it was hard. I really struggled for it because obviously I had a special educational needs plan in place that they didn't. What's the 9 to 1 system? It's a different way of scoring. So instead of like A to E or A to D or whatever, it's now 9 is the highest and 1 is the lowest, a grade I think. So I think like a 4 is like a C or a D, I'm not sure. I think 4's a C. Does that make sense? Yeah. 1 second, I need to get some drinks. Oh my lord. Is 4 a C? You got terrible grades. Oh, bless you. Yeah, it is really weird. It's changed like within the past 5 years, which I think is when I left school. 5 years ago, that makes sense? No, 6 years ago. 4 is a C, yeah. So I wouldn't have technically got any C's. But like I sat my exams like 7 years ago now, which seems scary, like Jesus. How am I getting on? Not the best, darling, but I'll be alright, thank you. How are you doing though, lovely? A to D. Our system is A to D, lovely, and always has been. But that works a lot better. And F, well, it's not technically A to D. There is still lower grades, just not a lot of people get them, darling. But we used to always have that. Let me just, yeah, you, I get you. That's you. Yeah, I'm just gonna phone Dad quickly. Yeah, thank you, love. But I was like one-to-one invigilator sort of thing. Do you get what I mean? Like I was, because I had my special educational needs in place. Yeah, I get you. I get that, lovely. Mine wasn't mental health, but it was physical. So yeah. So I do get that. Although it was kind of both, not mental, but like yeah. I had my own invigilator, one-to-one, and a scribe if I needed it, so I could talk it through rather than write it. But that was only for special circumstances, not because I couldn't write. Because I had I've had chronic fatigue syndrome since I was 10. But obviously, because I had the special educational needs care plan in place, when I was 9 it got put in place up until the age of 25, but that's what it was called back then. It's now an EHCP plan, but mine got put in place obviously so many years ago. I've got multiple, love, unfortunately, but I'm not going to disclose because I don't need to. Yeah, I obviously don't anymore because it goes out. The school forgot. What the F? That's a joke. And like I had extra time and stuff and had breaks, but because of my ME, it literally did set me back quite a lot, and I got really distracted and like just in general. But obviously it hasn't amounted to anything because I have multiple, love. There's no main one, and if you're asking that, quite frankly, how are you here? Literally, chronic illnesses, darling, that's pretty much all you need to know. How did she get through this, like, the loop if, like, she doesn't know anything about me? Kind of confused. Not yet, darling. I got home at about 7. I know it is 9:30 now, but I'm still need to get on top of meds. Yeah, literally. That's good, lovely. We saw her, darling. She's gone. Don't worry, Lucy. She's gone. We don't need to bother with all that shit, quite frankly. We know where she's come from, probably. Not a good place, anyway. Rachel just likes a bit of sarcasm, don't you, darling? Hey, Alley Cat Sweet. Yeah, my lovely. Sorry, I'm sniffling a lot. Yeah. I love when you said main what, and it's like, like it's not obvious, but we just can't be after all that shit, quite frankly. Plus, like, how did she slip through the net if she don't even know, like? Must have been one of them, clearly. Anyway, head cold, no darling. I haven't taken my anti-allergy meds in a few days and it's flaring, shall we say. But yeah, I'm alright. No, I haven't got a cold, sweetheart. I'm now taking my allergy meds, which I've missed for days. I've been in hospital and I've also been like extra things up my nose and like oxygen and stuff, so it's not just allergies, it's due to extra tubes and stuff shoved up me too, but you know, yeah, because I've been in hospital. But just hasn't helped with the lack of these meds, I don't think, either, because they are Fexo, so can I have them? They didn't have them, darling. They didn't have the Fexo 180, and because I was, you know, I was nil by mouth anyway, and they weren't giving most of my meds, they held a lot of them off, just because basically I was status, darling, most of the admissions, so because I was in status epilepticus, obviously they couldn't use my tubes, and they also couldn't ask me if I wanted them, you get what I mean. So it was only IV things, yeah. I mean, I had, yeah, that's because I haven't really spoke about being in hospital much, darling, but yeah, I'm back home now, sweet. It's only a couple of days, it was just a bad couple of days, yeah. I'm not in hospital now, but it's just one of those things. Because they left me in resus for 24 hours, but it was while, no, not really. It's not something I can feel better from, darling. It's epilepsy, it's a chronic condition, it's just one that has to be managed and sometimes gets really bad. But yeah, I'm extremely exhausted and just drained from the seizures in general, and my body will be too. As in, like, you know, my immune system is down, everything's down, so it will take a while to get any sort of normal function properly back to my system, but yeah, and a normal kind of pattern for what is never normal anyway. But anyway, that's fine, it is what it is. I'm used to doing this, used to this 100 million times a year. Nearly every other day it seems, but just because I had intensive care outreach involved, it was a little bit worse. But yeah, they gave me like my anti-epileptics and stuff, but different ways, darling, because they can't use my tubes while you're in status. They just don't like doing it, especially when you're laid flat, and like if you're actively seizing, they can't just fiddle around with tubes, darling, like feeding tubes and stuff. They just don't. It's not something they're willing to do in case it has dislodged or whatever, or does dislodge while they're using it. Do you get what I mean? In status epilepticus, love. And so I was looked at by ICU, unfortunately. That sort of thing, yeah. Aspiration hazard, choking hazard, like not necessarily a choking hazard, but just lots of hazards involved that they're not willing to risk at that point. Do you get what I mean? Like, should be fine, but if it isn't, that's their kind of on their head, be it. So yeah, and because I was already in status, which is basically an ongoing seizure or slash a comatose state. Do you get what I mean? Like, slash a comatose state of like after pre-seizure or an ongoing seizure that can't quite be stopped. It's just too dangerous for them. That's how I've had it explained, because I did question when I came round, but yeah. Basically covering their own asses as always, but yeah, it seems like it. for the best though, obviously. And plus, like, my anti-epileptics and stuff, they were given IV, so it's not like the crucial ones were missed, because the crucial ones are obviously my anti-epileptics and all that, and they were still given just IV instead, and different routes. Just like tablets. There's a couple that can't be tablets, but they can be, like, if absolutely necessary, like up PR, shall we say. People know what that means. People know what that means. If they don't need to know. But yeah. Bless you. So I think I had quite a few of them, but I have no idea. Obviously I was out of it, so. Hey Zoe, how are you? Sometimes they access my line, sometimes they have their own, love, it depends. So normally I need to have 2 lines. So they do normally get 2 lines in regardless, my line and another line, because my line actually is placed in this hospital or by a different hospital, but they are linked. But it depends if you have the paperwork or not with you, or if they have it on the system. They normally have it on the system. I don't think they did this time. They did get another line in regardless. So it wasn't an issue, but yeah, they like to have a backup line for if one fails, which I have had happen before. Like for seizures and epilepsy in general, though, they like to have double lines, just like it's kind of like their backup line. But also if you have fluids running and they need to give rescue meds, they could have 2 things running. Well, if they need to access a rescue line, they have like a cannula or something that they can, like, you know, they would normally do, sorry, is either like they've had like my central line, for instance, running my fluids or my background fluids, my background medication, and then it's not easy, darling, but it's kind of, I say it is what it is. It's not, it isn't what it is, but it is just, it has just become my life, and lots of different things take forefront, and to be honest, I don't even think about it emotionally anymore. I just deal with it as it comes, because I kind of have to. Every day is so different. No 2 days the same, lovely. Where's the best to put a line in? I mean, that's been a commonplace, as you can see, but that's been a commonplace they like to try and fail. So yeah. So I don't know why they even bother. Where's the best place? So they tried different locations. I've got marks all over me. Had them in there a couple of times. Fingers, like little lines that they can just push a rescue through, basically. So that's normally all they're needed for. So they can have my central line that's accessed and obviously running. But then just like if they need to give a rescue, I've had them in my fingers, in my thumbs, like in my wrists. Like you can probably see a few stabs there. I get them changed a lot because they just fail all the time, because I don't have any very good peripheral access at all, if I have any at the point. But yeah, it's failed quite a lot of times and has come back, luckily, but it's for literally yellow cannulas only. If they've got a green in, it's been up here, but that's basically, yeah, it's been a long green, so it's been like a midline, but, or a long line, but yeah. But that's only what an anaesthetist can get in. It's normally vascular access, and at weekends it's only anaesthetists that really get them in me anyway. So it's vascular access, which is anaesthetists and specialist nurses, or anaesthetists regardless. So where's my least favourite spot? There. They've gone in there a couple of times, like literally, like if you feel it, it feels bone. Apparently there's actually a vein running down there. Obviously there's veins running all down you, but I've had one in there before and it's been running all down my thumb. And then when it tissued all in here. It was a blue, it wasn't a yellow, it was a blue, so it's a bit like longer. Went all down there, but just to have it sitting there and to not be able to move your thumb, it was literally just like that all the time. Have it big bandaged up, and obviously the lines coming off it. I was like, that was years ago. Haven't had one in there since. And I've also had one in my forehead before, but that was as a child. That was miserable, darling, yeah. That was a bit cruel, I think, actually, but I couldn't use it at all. And that was at the point where I was like a bit more stable. That was as a child. They used them in children a lot in the head, like you know, you get like veins pop up here. You can get them here, like, yeah. I've actually had it in my scalp. It does make you using a wheelchair impossible. But then I'm also not in my wheelchair. I have had IO access, yes, lovely. Intraosseous. I've had about 5 or 6 of them that I can remember in the past kind of 3-4 years. But yeah. And they're only the ones I can remember, so probably quite a lot more. I've had one drilled into me openly awake and conscious, like, just because they've had no other point of access and no vascular access team at that point. That was about 3 years ago. You can actually see the scar. That is the scar, I believe. It's a round scar. Is it that one or is it that? I've had 2. Yeah, they're there. One there that's round, and then one there on top. They did local for that, yeah, but it didn't work, lovely. Yeah, so they didn't do it in my shin, they did it in my shoulder, but that was by my choice. I wanted it in my shoulder. Why? I don't know. And that's freaking painful. Honestly, you don't feel it going in. I'm not gonna lie, I did not feel it go in. But when they but also remember, I've only been paralysed 2 years, darling, so I have felt them in my shin as well beforehand. So when they flush it, obviously it goes straight into the what is it? Bone marrow. Goes straight into the bone marrow. When they flush it, and it's all like, basically it's like honeycomb in there. So they flush it and it literally kind of separates and breaks down the honeycomb and like de-solidifies it slightly. Fuck my life, you want to scream. And I did. Quite frankly, it didn't hurt going in, but when they flushed it, I knew about it. But that was obviously when I was already conscious anyway, so I screamed the place down. That was not pretty. I literally turned my head away and there was someone holding here, and they just literally drilled in, and I was like, oh. Just the noise of it though. I actually had to put headphones on because I'm a little wimp and didn't want to hear a drill sound and be traumatised for the rest of my life. I still am. Just by the sound of a drill now, I can't actually hear it, 'cause it sounds exactly the same as like just a screwdriver, like, you know, like a power screwdriver. It's the same, basically. That's the same noise anyway. I didn't obviously look, but I obviously saw it hanging out, like, because it's a great big thing. It's a great big round thing. It's obviously got the attachments that come off of it, and yeah. And also seeing them take it out afterwards, that's interesting, because it's a great big needle that just pulls out and you feel it crunch. Sorry, darling. I'll see you in a minute, Ali. Yeah, no. Like, if my dad's drilling in my house now, I literally sit here with my music at full volume, with like, all talking to you guys, but I had to turn it off last time because that was bad. But that was straight after it happened as well, and he was drilling like a hole for like to put a picture up, and I was like, no, not happening. Makes me want to cringe. But yeah, it's the noise, and straight next to your head as well, like in your shoulder, when you can't really feel it, but you know about it because you can hear it, and that's the worst part. Obviously, yeah, they use lidocaine, But the lidocaine didn't do F all anyway. But they do say it doesn't hurt to put in, it just hurts afterwards. And when they push stuff, which it bloody does, they're right. Even like IV paracetamol, when they used to have, yeah, sorry. When they used to have, when I used to be allowed paracetamol, and they used to run IV paracetamol through it. Even that sort of thing, yeah, it is, darling. Even that sort of thing, like IV paracetamol run quite slowly through it was still incredibly painful. And that's like, you know, run via gravity through a bottle. And I'm like, no, I just can't deal with it, so I won't have anything. I'm not allowed paracetamol at all, so, but it never works anyway, so. Their first route of pain relief for me is either like bloody yeah, I've had a diclofenac up the, you know, peachy. That actually works quite well for my back pain, diclofenac, or just subcut morphine. They're just the two they go to now straight away. They're just the two they like to prescribe, most commonly on Kirsten's drug chart, it seems, when she goes in A&E. But they've also got to be careful with the diclofenac and run bloody, they've got to be careful and then make sure they run my omeprazole like afterwards, or as well as at least like before, after, or just at some point that day, because I have omeprazole IV anyway, so they have to make sure they do that. Are they nice there? They're not too bad, darling. I can't really fault them. Some have been better than others, sweet, but in general, the ones I meet regularly there, and it shouldn't be regularly, but you get what I mean, like, it just is what it is at this point. But yeah, no, they're alright. There's one that I see all the time in resus when I finally wake up, you know, when I've come round and the ambulance has brought me in, but actually he's really, really lovely. And it's a he as well, so that's shocking for me to say that, in all honesty. Like, you know, I don't normally say I particularly get on with any men. Not because they're men, just because literally, you know, trauma-wise. But no, he is lovely. He's really good. And he's good at getting access in me and getting it quickly when needed, and also getting medication prescribed quickly when needed. So he kind of does the job properly, you get what I mean? Like, not just there for the sake of it, there for the patient care, which is the main thing, of course. That's why he works in resus, of course. Like, you can't work in resus if you're like, you know, don't actually care, really. I mean, there's got to be some sort of kind of, I think, probably numbness to the job at that point. But yeah, also he works there 6 nights a week in resus every single night, 6 out of 7 nights in resus. Every single night he's placed in resus. At 5 different zones, he's always in resus. So like, he must kind of have some compassion or care for what he does. And also it interests him though, so that's always good. I've spoken to him at great lengths when I've been in and out of like consciousness at different points. Oh, hello Chloe, darling. How are you, sweet? I was just gonna say I haven't seen you in a while, but no, confused. How are you, love? As okay as you can be? Body just aches. I feel you on that, lovely. Okay, Mary. Okay, Ella, darling. How are you, sweet? I had a good day. Not particularly loved, but I'll be fine. Hey Michelle. Guys, just so you know, have we got any mods in here? Because we've got a lot of people coming ins and outs, ins and outs. Can we just keep an eye on... Yeah, can we just keep an eye on ins and outies? Thank you guys. Thank you, Ella darling. Appreciate you, sweet. In it. Or on it. But yeah, I was okay as I can be. Oh, Jesus. Thank you, sweet. My beautiful friend Rachel got them for me. Jesus, sweetie. I don't know why I said like Rachel then. I really don't know, lovely. Some pens. Confused, darling. I really don't know, lovely. Ah, okay. You gonna start colouring my babe. Love that. Yeah, to be fair, I've looked at them and I've thought they really do look good. Yeah, to be fair, Rachel, that is true. People kind of just treat me like I am just my illness at all this point. Okay. People tend to just like think, oh, what are your illnesses, and actually forget I'm a human being too. Yeah, literally. Oh, see, my mods know me. My mods know. I have feelings and a heart too, despite what people say or think. Yeah. I don't know how to tell you. Confused. You now have to tell me, or how to tell me. Well, I'm confused. Okay, to listen. Oh, yeah. I've seen them gemstone painting kits, but yeah, no I haven't. You got it eventually. I actually haven't, darling. I don't know what you're on about, but yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of diamond art that people like. Oh, I've never done it personally. I can't see to do it, quite frankly, but yeah. I've seen a lot of people like them. Hello Emerald, lovely. How are you? The 3D diamond painting or diamond art, yeah. You ain't got patience for it. Oh yeah. You ain't got patience for anything, darling. You just ain't got patience. Am I blind? I'm reading your comment right now, so no. But I have got very bad eyesight, hence why I'm wearing glasses. Bit rude, considering I'm literally sitting here wearing glasses. Yeah, somewhat surviving. Oh, bye-bye. Oh, come in, go out again. Bambi, yeah, we got Bambi, lovely. Oh. See, Rachel, if I could do my dream career, what would it be? Nursing, darling. Nursing is at the heart of everything that I would crave to do, literally. Like, nursing, just, yeah, my heart has always been in nursing, always will be. Have I changed my name? Not my actual name, no, but yeah, on here, love, I have. Pediatrics, darling. Definitely with children, I don't know what with, but yeah. I don't know specifically what, like, part of pediatrics, but definitely with children, although nursing in general would just, yeah. Hello, lovely, thank you. It wouldn't be about the rewarding part, it would be just, yeah. Has a very close attachment with me, shall we say. Not attachment, but like a very close affinity with me, with what I believe in and with stuff that's happened in my lifetime, but also in, you know, like friends, families, lifetimes and stuff like that. So yeah, big meaning in my life. Just nurses in general, actually, but yeah. If you would like to, darling, as long as it's not horrible. Thank you. Good spirits, not really, love. Feeling very poorly, but yeah, helping others, yeah. Definitely rewarding, but I wouldn't do it for the rewardingness, but I would literally just do it. Just, yeah. Literally because that's a meaning to me, I guess, which is kind of rewarding in my own, like, you know, way, but yeah. It has a big meaning, always, in my life. No, I don't mean you'd be horrible, I just mean if it's appropriate and yeah, everything like that, but of course you can, lovely. Yeah, respectful, that's the word I was looking for, sorry. I'm not like... Hey, tricks. Oh.
What did you want me to do for you?
I don't need it, I'm too hot, I'm too cold now. I want you to get me back through to bed, to be honest, Dan, if that's alright. Sorry. You're basic. Fair enough. No, to be honest, people say that, but yeah, it's still like, you know, you'd say what the colour of clothes, so yeah. To be fair, they can go. Hey, Hillary, it's Gemma. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. 1 second. Dad. And my diddling. Oh, as alright as I can be, lovely. How's Dad? Dad's alright, love.
Yeah, I'm alright. Tired as
You
always.
had a Mr. Craplins today.
No, not today.
Dad hasn't. No, Ella was saying she has.
Oh, she has. Can't beat it normally, but Saturdays are different.
Saturday. Saturday. I know what you did have. I've been around.
I had a Greg's caramel custard donut.
Has he had takeaways? He's had 2, yeah. Greg's and what did you have from Crap Chicken?
Had a chicken fillet burger.
Ugh. Chicken fillet burger. He had a pair of boobs in a burger. Sorry. Oh, that sounds so cold. What's a Mr. Craplins? A Mr. Kipling's just a cheap version. You had pizza the other night. Boo burger. Sorry. You had to, yeah. Boo by burger. Anyway, you had Chinese, did you? Lucky Ella. That stinks, honestly. Is that why you're standing out the way of it? You're
I don't
horrible.
know what she done.
You're a smelly bugger, that's what you've done. You shat yourself, that's what you've done. John's Saturday meal, boo bye burger. Bye bye burger. Oh, Jesus. There you go. Has he been practicing his jokes? No, it seems like he's been practicing sleeping on the sofa for the past half an hour. He's very quiet
No.
this time of night.
I've watched a film.
Was it that good? You slept through?
Stayed awake. This one's very good. I highly recommend it.
What, that you slept through?
No, the film. It's called The Union. It's good. Obviously, if you like this sort of thing.
What crap is it? So I have to say practice that you watched. Mum chose it, obviously.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg in it. Means, I know it means nothing to you, but
Nothing to me, yeah.
he's a top actor. It's a good film. It's #1 in the charts, which is probably
in the-
Netflix charts, but I don't know.
In probably the 90s.
No, it's a 2024 film.
Jokes. Well, I wasn't joking actually, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Oh gosh. Stop it, this honestly. What am I just putting out more and more? What am I doing? Oh, Dad. Did you just hang it back on there? I didn't want it on there. Yes, you did.
I do.
You did. What did you do?
I
don't know
picked
what
the
you
stuff that fell in there
Poor Dad.
out of the bin.
Did you? Oh, sorry.
I don't care, it's yours rubbish.
My rubbish. It wasn't rubbish though, was it?
Just put it in the bin.
Shush.
Silly old Billy.
You're a silly idiot. Oh, I'm Billy. What's Billy got to do with anything? Can you go get my syringes out the rubbish? Oh my lord.
No, they can stay in
Out
there.
of the
Steriliser.
Sterilise, that's the one. Oh, here you go, have a fresh one.
Oh, thanks very much.
You might have one in there already, I'm
There
not
is
sure.
indeed. I watched it.
Yeah, that's the one I've got here.
Oh.
So there isn't. Is there?
I don't know.
You don't know. Oh my lord, what am I doing? It's taken a long time tonight, guys, honestly. Faffing around like nobody's business. Oh, so snuffly. Horrible. There's you. Oh, I love that. I love that, Ella. That's so funny. I'll show you in a bit. Did it hide your comment? I want to say love. There's Matt. There's ya. I didn't see what. Yeah, I didn't see your comment beforehand. I just saw there's ya. Yeah, literally. And yeah, it probably did lovely by that. By that. By the looks of things. Not by the looks of things. I don't know what you mean. I'm so confused. You're confusing me, Gemma. Okay. Can I get it straight away though? Have you got me on Messenger or is it on here? Because I can't look at that right now. Or is it just like funny to look at later? Oh. Or has Ella got it? Dad, what are you doing? You can look if you want to, babe. What you look at, Dad?
Oh, should I tell you that?
Are you helping me through then?
Yeah.
Here you go. Did Ella send it to you as well? Or she just sent it to me?
Yeah.
Oh, here you go, chuck that out.
Oh, sorry.
You being daft as usual. No, I love you being daft.
Did I tell you that the other day I met a guy who invented crosswords? I can't remember his name. It was P something T something R.
Probably an angry version too. It was a crossword. He had a crossword himself when he made them. There you go. Deal? I mean, I could have loaded that sounds wrong. 100ml syringe that I've got in the cupboard. But no, he's lucky. He had the 60 in his hand. I had a bloody 10ml. And that don't go as far either, so Jesus. But Jesus. Sorry. Just had to get that little Irish accent out there. But Jesus. That wasn't Irish. Don't know what that was. Come on, Father. Bring the board.
Ceiling's still dripping.
Actually, it's still dripping everywhere. Oh my god. It's literally all over the ceiling. My poor ceiling. We've had a leak. Oh, it's just looking at Dad. There you go. Dad, I don't trust you behind me
I
anymore.
thought we had a leak in the bathroom, but it turned
Dad,
out
look.
I didn't.
Look what I've got to show you. The goose.
Thanks.
Guess what my goose is doing right now? It's actually Ella's geese though. What's the goose called? Apart from John.
Breakfast.
Breakfast? That's nasty. No, we're not doing any more of that, darling.
What?
Syringe.
No.
There's a syringe and water on the screen as an emoji, and I'm like,
Spray it again, Sam.
no.
What do you mean no? I
Don't you dare
I'm trying to get him into bed, you lazy
Lazy?
urchin.
How horrible! Eat my goose, I'll eat his cracklins. A goose. Oh goodness sake, Johnny, you will eat out.
I'll eat out. I'll eat anything.
You'll eat the house out. House out of home. Home out of house. Oh. It's house out of home, isn't it?
I'm not telling you.
Just find it more funny.
Yeah.
Thanks. Is it because you're on the Formula 1 team and you don't want anyone to know?
Formula 1, yeah.
Your top says you're on the Formula 1 team.
Yeah.
I don't know which one, but
Well, they're obviously the
crap
losers.
one. Yeah. No. Don't hide me. I need proof.
Yes, because everyone else, mate.
Yeah, I know. I need proof against you when you squirt more water at me.
No, we'll do that.
No, I wouldn't do that. I have geese, peacocks, chickens, horses, goats, horses, cows. You've said horses twice.
Just got 2 horses.
Maybe you've got 2 horses, yeah. Oh no, that mukbang stuff's horrible. Oh yeah, the mukbang, bloody food eating thing, innit? Have you seen that?
No?
Vile.
I like animals too. Pork, beef, lamb.
You've got a peahen? Oh.
I wanted to say you got a pea head.
You have, yeah.
Offensive. Right.
I've got a cat that's adopted me. Hasn't she, Dad? She's also adopted the roof of your
I'm not
car.
sure if that's how it works.
They do.
Right, what do you need from here?
The horse cowed. I was a coward horse. Yes, you live on a farm. Oh. Thank you. Can I have my big pink blanket, please? Since Sandy got puked all over.
Poor Sandy.
Poor old Sandy. Does John want a snake?
She misspelt that. Did you mean snack? Oh yeah.
He wants a snack, not a
Always.
snake. Or maybe a snake snack. You'll do alright with a mouse, wouldn't you? Snack
Ugh.
from a snake.
I don't know if
Eat a
anyone's
little
seen
mini
this.
like
Spiders,
giant
right?
mouse. Yeah.
Spiders in the UK. They're apparently spiders the size of rats.
Lovely.
I'm not saying widespread or everywhere, but
Please don't play in this area, please. No, a 6-foot king snake called Andy. Gosh.
they do know a few snakes. None of them are called Andy.
None of them are called Andy. We know a few snakes, but they've got different names to that. Quite a lot of them. If I get one of them spiders, you guys are sitting on here with me.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for Dad.
I'll need a bigger bit of tissue.
Yeah.
No,
I've got big slugs to leave on the path. I can name them. or do you mean you can name the spiders? Because no, you can't. I think I will just wheel over it. That's because, you know, my wheels, you ring him, he appears. You wait for Dad all the time, I ring him, he appears. It's true, isn't it? You're tired.
I am. What do you call
You're like a zombie.
What do you call a deaf cat? Anything, won't hear you.
You're horrible.
Oh my goodness.
That's animal
Is it?
cruelty.
Oh god, are they going to report me then to the...
I will report you.
Really?
Personally. Child line. Just syringing water at me. Oh, sorry, darling.
Any needed? Probably not.
2. Give me 2 just to top up. Because I've got some here that I need to take. gets sick of me messaging him with lovely information, yeah. Do you message him with the info? Does she? It's correct, making sure she's correct.
Ella?
Yeah.
Ella, yeah. Often does.
Oh, did she tell you the info the other night? Well, how you found me? Or have you told her?
What?
How you found me?
Yesterday morning?
Was it yesterday morning or was it the morning before?
No, it was yesterday morning when you'd launched yourself sideways off the bed settee and you're half in the bin and completely under your table. It was quite hard to extract you.
Oh.
Wrapped in blankets and sweating your tits off and wrapped in your...
You did
a feed on at the time as well.
Oh, gosh.
So, yeah, it was a bit of an extraction exercise, but...
I flew the lamp, did I?
Yes, you did. It stayed upright.
Stayed upright?
Yeah.
Did it actually?
It did, yeah.
I'm clever at that.
I think it did, unless I put it upright, but it all becomes a bit of a blur.
Literally, all I know is I came home today and my table had like paint scratch marks all over it. So it looked like it had been through the walls.
Well, no, it stayed upright. You were just under it on the legs,
And the trolley.
Yeah, that's
I was under it, apparently.
Yeah, you were under the table. You hadn't even been drinking. Where is...
You've just commented, Gemma, darling, you're probably just saying bad things. We know what you're like.
I can find it on there, mate.
I do know you too well, Gemma. Too well. It's dangerous. Hi, Beth Marie. I message John. Rat and snake.
There it is. I told you.
Where's what? It's not there.
This, look. This.
Yeah, I know. I found it.
Yeah.
It wasn't in here. I put it in here. I can't remember. Yeah, I know. You don't get them through well enough, darling. You obviously don't. What am I doing? Dad, it'll be in the other ones.
I don't really know.
You don't really know? Neither do I. I'm telling you. Oh, is it in here?
Oh, God.
I haven't looked yet. You can have a look through there. I know I do. Here it is. I knew that was going to happen. So I'll let you go through there first. Yeah.
Do you even need any?
A little bit.
Oh, that is a little.
Tap it up a little bit, yeah.
Tap it up.
You can tap it up. John can be a good egg at times. I think we can agree temporarily, literally.
I try not to overdo it.
Try not to overdo it, yeah. Try doing it a bit more would be nice. Like, not overdoing it, but just a little bit more. Being a bit of a better egg. Not a mouldy, rotten one like you currently smell like out of your bum. Honestly, he's gassing my room out right now.
Oh, I'm not.
You are. I can smell you then from here. It might be your breath.
Well, that's possible.
Yeah. He does keep us updated, so I guess I can give him the crown for now. Does he? He told me how
Not very
shitty-
well.
Yeah, I was going to say, he told me how
I am
shitty yours are updated, yeah.
I sometimes get texts that are extremely long and I just say, okay, thanks.
Bless him. He can't type very much.
No, I can't.
Takes him about a week to type one sentence.
Yeah, in fact, I'm gonna send Ella a text tomorrow, but I started it last week.
Yeah.
I might finish it tomorrow.
He keeps me updated rather well the last few times. There you go. That's from Ella. You better stop, Dad. Have you actually had to beg him to keep you updated? That's why... Is that why I'm left on red most of the time? Yeah. Where you've read it and just not answered.
Well, I flick them on, but...
He kind of flicks through it, but doesn't actually Yeah. Read it. He flicked through skimming for words that might have raise an alarm bell, I guess. So lots of alarm bells these days. Oh, speaking of alarm bells, my carbon monoxide thing hasn't been done for a while. My carer said they would take that over, doing that once a week. My carbon monoxide alarm.
Should be, yeah.
It's meant to be done every week. Last time it was done was when Donna was here. So that was a long time ago. My carer said they will do it if we want them to. You just need to like ask office to get it put as a request, which I think is a good idea. And like one of them things they do weekly, you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they also change my catheter bag weekly. Boosters, yes.
Right, have you done with me, mate?
I have,
Have
yeah.
you go home so I can have a good night's sleep?
Doubt that.
I had a good night's sleep last night.
It's because I was in hospital.
Yeah, I had a great night's sleep last night on my bed made of rice. I was out like a light as soon as my head hit the pillow.
Oh my gosh.
Pillow.
Hey Loza, darling. I don't even know what you're trying to say, darling, anymore. I'm so confused between all you guys. Standard guy behaviour boosted. Oh yeah. Okay. I shall promote him to King John the Third.
I better go.
King John the
Suppose,
Third. Probably.
Yeah.
Unless you want the wrath from Mother.
Well, they actually got to me earlier.
Did she?
Yeah, she said, I think you're addicted to pantomimes. I said, oh no, I'm not.
Just pants.
I give up.
You're addicted to stealing pants. Or the pants that just disappear.
No, that's just weird,
But
Kurt.
no, they went in the bin, didn't they?
I don't know where they went.
Well, we don't know. Yeah,
They
exactly.
crawled away.
They crawled away. Well, they were fresh ones though.
There's a spider rat in them.
Oh gosh.
Right, do you want any drinks or anything?
I've got two. I'm all right.
Right.
My pants, darling. He was getting me changed. It's just not a bad scenario. He was getting me changed. Help.
Where you looking?
Oh shush.
Do you want anything? Yeah, you got everything.
He was literally like, you know, getting new pajamas on, freshen me up, whatever. I was obviously doing a lot. And he had to get some clean knickers out for me, put them on the bed, looked for them again. They weren't there, but I'd seen him get them out of that drawer. He'd physically got them out of the drawer and put them on the bed, and he thinks he chucked them straight in the rubbish bag of dirty stuff that he wasn't going to go siphoning through, so...
It's alright, it wasn't you. You were welcome to, but not for me, thanks.
I think you should have.
Right.
So we had to get some new pants.
Yep. Okay.
John, stick to the darts and golf, pal. Leave pantomimes to the actors.
Go.
Yep, bye, Dad.
Night.
Good bed.
Night, everybody.
You're exhausted, aren't you?
No, I'm just bored.
Yeah. I'll give you 500 calls out tonight. Prank calls, of course.
I'll probably get some anyway.
Yeah, we know exactly. I'll add to them.
Join the queue.
Yeah, I'll join the queue. Probably as soon as you walk out this door, shall I guess? Guess what times?
It's not happened, mate, did it?
Is it not?
As bad as my comic jokes, the timing's a bit off.
I'll ring you at 3, Ella says.
Thanks. I'm a blocker.
He's going to block you.
Bye-bye.
Do not disturb. That means anyone. God, he gets out that door bloody quickly. Jesus. Thank you, darling. There's a means to an end, darling. There's a means to an end, Gemma doll. The last month for me physically, but also the other shit, is a means to an end, trust me. Not with my physical health, but, you know, the other stuff, it will be fine. No worries, darling. Mine's just emptied, actually. I've just finished mine. Oh, thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Gemma, darling. Oh, gosh. Yeah, and I'm still a bit wet on my back. Oh, I am actually soaked. My t-shirt is soaked. You did, yeah. Oh my god, next time I just need to get one of these, put an adaptation on it and just squirt it at him. Look what I've got ready. Look what I've got ready for next time. Put that on. Got him. That just literally like screws on around obviously the bottle. These are squeezy bottles, or can be made of squeezy bottles if I fill it all the way up. When he least expects it, the whole 500ml of water's going over him. No more 60ml syringes, I say. I know, literally, it's awful. 60ml. Well, I'm gonna go for the biggest of the best. The Steri-Feed bottle of choice. Who was it? Was it in the bedroom or the kitchen? With what weapon? And was it Professor Plum? Because it's always Professor Plum, so I must be wearing purple that day I do it. Although the syringes were purple, so maybe I can be... Scarlet. Lady Scarlet. I'll be all dressed in red. No, I'm joking. Probably love. Hello. Thank you. I just heard my cat loudly meow outside just as Dad got into his car and drove off. I really hope Dad has not run over the cat. I will not be impressed. I don't think her owner will be either. Let me check she's right now on my camera. A bit more me. I don't actually like my old username, just in general. I never have done. I didn't know you could change it. It was actually funny enough, someone that let me know how you can change it. I didn't know you could once it was made, but yeah. I'm a technophobe, shall we say, to be quite frank. Oh, God. Eyes are streaming. Thank you. But no, she doesn't come in the house. I just sit at my front door, Beth Marie, with the cat. So I go to the front door, open it, and she'll just sit there and I'll give her scratches and belly rubs and then whatever she wants at the time. Just give her a bit of fuss, which is sweet. So I don't particularly leave my house. She just sits at the front door with me. But yeah. Hey Zoe, how are you, love? And thank you, Rebecca. You're good. I'm glad, lovely. Are you neighbour Zoe, or are you a different Zoe? I can't remember, love. Are you my neighbour, or are you like... Are you neighbour Zoe or are you? Yes, I am. Yes. Is she okay, sweet? I thought it was, sweetheart. And so I was like, yeah, we were talking about Diva. Sorry, I have like stolen her as my profile picture because she comes to visit me every day. She was alright, yeah. And she's adorable. She's been the very highlight of TikTok at the moment. Well, our highlight of TikTok. Is she still okay, darling? Like, is everything alright? Been giving her loads of cuddles. She keeps just coming in, like through my gate when my gate. Oh, bless you. Literally, she comes in through my gate and literally just fusses. I'll have to, if you have Facebook, message me on there. I'll send you the picture of me, or the video of me just giving her a fuss. But like, you know, I just let her sit in my door frame, and this picture is actually her trying to have a little look in my house, obviously. But like, yeah, it's quite funny because she had a little peek in and she was about to jump in, so I had to kind of get my wheelchair in the way to make sure she didn't come in and not leave, because I can't chase her around in my wheelchair. But bless her heart, I do love her. I'm not stealing her from you, don't worry, but I think she's stolen me from whoever, I don't know. She's got a home from home here. So if you ever want a holiday, I'm happy to look after her, babe. I mean, like, if you have a holiday with the kids or whatever and you've not got anyone to feed her or whatever, I'm happy to. I know you have, like, friends and that go round, but regardless, I'm happy to always even have bits and bobs around that, you know, I can look after with if per se you go away for a bit. Whenever. You're stuck with me now, so my tenancy is coming to a lifetime and tenancy, so I'm really excited. Honestly, I started doing ear scratchies, and I know some cats are a bit funny about ear scratchies. You know, to start with, I just kept putting my hand out, but now she comes to, obviously I've got a new care company, she comes to all my new carers, and one of them has cats. Yeah, and literally one of my carers has cats, but like literally she goes up to her and weaves in between her legs while they're all hanging the washing on the line. That is the time she likes to come in. It's adorable, honestly. And I'm sorry if I've been like so noisy on this date recently, darling, like the ambulances and stuff. Like, I'm sorry if it's upset kids or you know what I mean, but yeah. Not the estate as such, but you get what I mean. Like, I don't want it to upset your kids or wake them up, bless you, but also I can't help it. Been a lot of, yeah, but we're alright. It doesn't absorb within me, darling. It drains straight through into this bag, but yeah. So Charlotte, my stomach doesn't work. Are you sure? Okay. I feel bad, especially for the lady opposite, because the lights must wake her up as well. Do you get what I mean? And obviously it's her son that's autistic, and I feel so bad, but I'm like, I literally can't do anything about it. And obviously I'm unconscious at that point anyway, so, but yeah. And you know how the lady opposite is anyway. Opposite mine, that is. Have you noticed anyone next door for a while? Having a neighbourhood catch up? Yeah, no. Very strange all of that, isn't it? I think there's someone in there though, because there's been cars around. I think it's the boy, not that person. And they're not allowed anywhere near here. You'll have to message me sometime. We can, I'll I'll fill in you the debrief on that one. Because I had to get VH involved, shall we say. Because it's, yeah, a bit alarming. Not being funny, I'm worried for myself being so vulnerable, but also worried for everyone around, considering there's a vulnerable neighbour with obviously a vulnerable son. You've got kids. I just don't feel right them being there at all. But anyway, don't get me wrong, everyone has a right to a home, but disabled access bungalow, when not being funny, they don't need a disabled access bungalow. They work on a construction site, apparently. When they're not even there. Everyone deserves homing, but they've got a house in Wales. This is what I don't get. They've been bullshitting, saying that they've got a house in Wales, they're living in Wales, but this has now been kept for them by the council. But it's actually that the council just can't get rid of the tenant that easily when they've had the tenancy for so long or whatever. I don't know how long they've been there. They moved in before me, didn't they? So it's been over a year and a half. Because mine's now an assured tenancy and going on to a lifetime within the next 6 months, we think. So like that's kind of, yeah, I know, and it's dangerous. It's not safe for actually any of us. Yeah, literally, it's so long. It's not fair on any of us. Yeah, I know, darling. I think next time I have my review, I'm going to bring them up again, because I will say I've raised, how do I say this nice, SG issues. You get what I mean by SG? Safety issues, shall we just say. But it has been logged as a big issue for me, but also on others in the neighbourhood I've said against, so it has been mentioned to VH, and they're meant to be getting rid of them, but I don't know what's happening, because you know what VH are like. And by the way, if you ever see police turning up to my door, yeah, if you see police turning up to my door, it's nothing I've done, darling. There's a lot of stuff going on, but also a lot of hoax calls in general right now. You know what's going on all over here, all the shit, but yeah. Yeah, pretty much. So it's either me pursuing something, or they've just called shit for shit and trying to get crap done, which doesn't need doing, because I mean, you've met me, for God's sake. you know I'm real, by the way, yeah, we ain't going into that, but yeah, no, hopefully you'll be getting that sorted, darling. I know. Thank you, sweetheart. That was so funny. I bought you that bottle of squash and your little boy came out. Oh, so sweet. Has he got autism or something? Or like he's really cute, bless him. Came out in his little dressing gown. Was it a dressing? Yeah, I think it was. Because I came around with Donna, didn't I? Fans, darling, literally. Demure water. Oh, bless him. No, he's really cute. I wasn't sure, I wasn't trying to be like harmful, he's really lovely. I didn't want to scare him at all. I felt really bad, but also, this is really random, guys. I just had a random bottle of squash. I didn't like it. Have they liked the squash, actually? I knew it would probably be helpful, at least, especially like kids, summer holidays, money, help a little bit at least. If I get any more, I can send it your way. or any drinks they like in particular, if I get that they don't like, I don't like, or even if I just get you some for the sake of getting some, I don't mind at all. I know fruit shoots are always a winner because they can be carried, but oh my god. No, that's okay, lovely. Nah, just, you know, I get it, it's hard, but yeah. Yeah, they do have to show up, lovely. They have to show up regardless of if it's a hoax call or not, just on the interim that something is happening, but yeah. But, you know, they get alerted that it is a hoax call and they trace it back to now, which is kind of hopeful, I guess, because, yeah. But anyway, I hope you're doing okay, Zoe, darling. But I know exactly who it was anyway, Gemma, darling. We know most of the culprits behind it, shall we say. As okay as I can be. I've just come out of hospital today, sweet. So yeah, slowly catching up with being back in the land of the living. Not quite that dreary, but no, just epilepsy and obviously all that shit, but nah, we're alright, sweet. Thank you, my love. It's good to chat to you. Like, you're just over there, but I can't just come and see you obviously by myself, but yeah. It's nice. And thank you for sending little Diva around all the time, or thank you for letting her come around. I know, darling. I do believe it's heading that way already, sweet, so don't worry. Honestly, she's so loving. I'm so grateful that she's just there. Like, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I was having a really crappy day the other day. You know, TOM, or the painters and decorators, and whatever you want to call it, or were in. And I was like, just crying, moany, grumpy, just upset, and in a lot of pain. And she come to my front door, and for that half an hour I was with her, and she just laid on my granddad's bench out the front afterwards. And it was almost like she was just keeping a watch for me, do you know what I mean? She had her head like this, and she just waited for my carer to come. And then when my carer had come inside, it was almost like she could... This is how I looked at it. It was almost like she was looking after me, keeping me in the house. And then my carer came, and she walked out and probably came back to you at that point. But yeah. And she really, really cheered me up that afternoon. Like a half an hour little play and little cuddles. She tried to use my foot plate on my wheelchair to step onto my lap. Oh, it was adorable. Yeah, literally. So what I did is I took my legs, because my legs can reach the pavement just about on my wheelchair. So I kind of took my legs off of my foot plate. I don't know, she doesn't seem to. She does do, what's it called? She needs her hands and like little feet, doesn't she? And like, she does all that, but yeah. Oh, does she? Oh, she does. Kneading, yeah, that's what she does. And she was doing it all over me, obviously all over my legs. I couldn't feel it, so it wasn't painful, because I know sometimes it can get painful. But I was fine with that. I was like, oh, I'm just loving this. Biscuits, I thought, yeah. Have you still got, oh bless. Have you still got your Maine Coon as well? guessing you have. It wasn't that long ago I saw you. Curious. Big old fella. Or girl, can't remember. Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah, so apparently it is quite painful. Obviously I'm paralysed on my legs, darling, so I can't actually feel when they do it if it's on my legs. So I'm absolutely fine with it. Your cat is called Fidget. Oh, oh bless. Anytime you want to come round though, darling, you're always welcome to as well. You know that. I'll just be here chilling in bed as always, so yeah. Including teeth. Oh, to be fair, when I was scratching behind Diva's ear, she kind of went like that to me and then got like the teeth out but didn't actually get me, and I was like, oh, I don't care. If she bites me, she bites me, I'll be fine. I've got plasters. Yeah. I've got chronic pain, lovely, and I get a lot of chronic pain, like, but obviously fibro is just like they don't, it's not fibro for me, but I have a pain disorder, but obviously I'm paralysed from the waist down, so that's why I don't feel it on my legs. If it was anywhere else I probably would, but yeah. Yeah, literally. It's never, you never know if them teeth are going to reach your finger or not. I didn't quickly because I don't want to startle her, but I kind of moved my hand away and just kept stroking her head, and then she stopped and I was like, oh, that's alright. I'm all good. Oh, let's get these fluids up. Feeding fluids. But she actually kept licking me instead. She wasn't even biting me. She was giving me kisses. She was like licking my finger. Literally. And I didn't know. I was like, what are you doing? She was going on me, like giving me a groom almost. I was like, oh, lovely. Am I smelly or something? Thank you. Yeah, literally. Like sandpaper. Oh, she was so funny though. Yeah, no, yeah, she's sweet. Has she like been like this with many other neighbours beforehand? Has she like visited them every day and stuff? Or just me? Come on, make me feel special. I bet you've had some right rubbing neighbours in here, to be fair. It's not, oh. The love story, Kirsten and the cat. Or Diva and Kirsten. Kirsten and Diva. Do you know what? Sometimes I think she senses my seizures. I know cats. Yeah. I know cats have like a 1 in 4 cats have a seizure sense in them, and I think she might sense some of mine because it was really random. She was obviously laying on my bench the other day before I actually had a seizure, and I just heard her meowing. Really strange. I just thought, and this was before Dad got called and everything, and now I'm thinking back and I'm like, I swear I heard her meowing. Crazy. But especially cats, they are like that with seizures. Like 1 in 4 cats can like pick up an epileptic seizure just without being taught anything. But that's really sweet. No, I just love her. Hey Aaliyah, darling, you're right, sweet. Maybe I need her keeping guard of me more often. Oh, thank you, Gemma. Got tofu of me. Hey Marcia, lovely. Are you okay, sweetheart? Yeah, I'll be okay. Thank you, my lovely. Hope you're okay too, my love. Just do these meds. Anti-sickness. Hanging there, good darling, I'm glad, sweetheart. Keep hanging on in there, sweet, you've got this. Hey Soph, lovely, how are you, sweetheart? Bless you. I'm as okay as I can be, sweetheart. Thank you. I'm in quite a bit of pain too, but I'll be right. Thank you, Marcia, for the rose, darling. Oh, thank you, Marcia, lovely. Thank you, I hope it does for you too, sweetheart. I'm now getting all my stuff done. I need to get done hours ago, but I don't expect anything, darling, so I do appreciate it, honestly. I really don't expect you to do anything at all, sweet, so thank you. But you do a lot for me just by being here, sweet, honestly. Just having you guys here and supporting is more than enough, but also very grateful. I'm very grateful for each and every one of you. Hey Elma. How are you? Well, let me just get these up to my catheter. Get my catheter secured out of the way. Oh, they don't stick very well. They came off in hospital and it's like... How am I tonight? As okay as I can be, Sharon, thank you. Not the best, but could be worse, my love, so thank you. Literally just trying to secure my suprapubic the best I can. Hi S, thank you for the likes. You found my lost pants yet? No, darling. We think Dad must have chucked them in the black bag with the rubbish. Like, because it was dirty rubbish. You get what I mean, so yeah. We think they must have gone in the bin with it. I've got pants on, obviously, don't worry. But no, we think Dad must have just put them in the black bag. So they're obviously like nappy sack bags, so he cut my old ones off and just must have put them in there. They're obviously the Cola Class Charter ones, you know, just the black disposable bags, the little ones. So yeah, like he must have just chucked them in there and got rid of them. But anyway, ugh. He said, "I swear I just got some out." I said, "Just get some more out, because you ain't gonna find them. It's you, Father." It's you we're talking about here. Bless him. Yeah, I'm not well, darling, but I'll be fine. Or as okay as I can be, at least. Just is what it is, my love. Can't have a breezy. To be fair, they've got holes in anyway, darling. I mean, they're net knickers, because obviously I have to wear, shall we say, incontinence wear. You get what I mean, like pads and that. So these are just the standard, like, tenor pro skin nets, or whatever the fuck they are, I don't know. Even my underwear is prescribed, that's funny. You had a proper giggle. It's been a good night, actually. We've had a good time on it, haven't we? Hey, Becca, love, how are you? Been alright on here, isn't it? Good. I'm glad, to be honest. It's always nice when I get back and greeted with some happy, cheerful greetings. Rather than the shit. Hey Danielle, sweetheart, you right, my love? Can you not sleep, Danielle, my lovely? Precisely. And getting water squirted at me with a syringe, for God's sake. From Father, who has feet that work. He's rude. You've just woken up. Oh, bless you. You're going to be awake for ages now, aren't you? Bless you, sweetheart. It's 11 o'clock. Have you not really slept much? You haven't slept much recently, though, have you, babe? So maybe it was just needed. Bless you. Well, you're welcome to chill out with me, but you don't have to. You get what I mean? Like, no obligation, but I'm here if you want to chill regardless. Hey Beverly, how are you? Night owl, indeed. I'll be here all night. I've been conked out for nearly 3 days. I mean, okay, yes, one of the 24 hours was in status. But, you know, still technically not really awake, so we'll count it. I felt really tired, obviously, coming round from everything, but actually I'm alright now. Just good old insomnia kicking in. You feel knackered until the point where it's almost like it's about time to sleep, and then your body just wakes up. Yeah, I hate it. Yeah. Hate it though. Bloody nightmare. Hey Jodie Lee, how are you, love? Hey Lucy, how are you? Hey Darcy, how are you, love? Hey Adam, how are you? Hey H, hey Mole. Mods, just, you know, lots of people in and out. If there's any mods in here, I'd have Alley Cat and that. Can you keep checking for me, please, sweetheart? Thank you, sweet. Like a day procedure unit, so they would be taking you home the same day. I'm guessing you're inpatient already and then you're having it done? Or are you going in, having it done, and then staying in? Like, have they booked you into like the day procedure unit and you're going there and coming back? Or are you already in there, is all I'm like not trying to sound nosy, but... Go to orthopedic ward, yeah, so you're going in. Yeah, so you'll be staying in, yeah, so it's not a day procedure, lovely. It doesn't sound like a day procedure unit, so you'll be staying in, yeah. This blue, I'd call this more of like a mint greeny blue colour, I don't know. I'd call it a mint green, babe, like more like a pastely mint green, I think. Or this colour. I don't know which one you mean. Oh, the meds. Oh, you want that colour? Jesus. I don't know what colour the meds are, darling, but FYI, if you know what meds they are, you don't want your summer house painted in them, Jesus. I could just send you the box of meds if you want. No, I'd probably say royal blue, but yeah. Yeah. Need a colour match. Medical professionals have failed me. To be fair, medical professionals have done quite a lot for me, darling. There's a lot probably they could have done to prevent my paralysis. And I think that, but you can't ever, we won't ever be able to know that. So yeah, because I am now paralysed and have been for 2 years, but that's now a lifelong thing, so I can't guarantee, to be honest. But no, I don't feel like I've been particularly failed. I feel like the system is just messed up in general. And things were actually done quite speedily for me, which I'm grateful for. But also because a lot of things have been since birth, it's been easier to be done more promptly because it's been since birth. But yeah, some things have taken a long time to get investigated even when they shouldn't have. But no, in general, I feel like the system's done all right. It's just the management which is hard because my conditions can't be managed easily. Exactly. I was going to say, the funding for the NHS is crap. So it's going to be crap wherever you go, let's face it. Like, in general, like, services aren't going to be brilliant for anyone. But also, it's a postcode lottery. I'm quite lucky that I got transferred to some quite big hospitals, like early on in my life, so I did get sufficient care, or, you know, like, I guess you could say standardised care, like, for what I needed at the time, because like, I was in like Great Ormond Street as a child and stuff. But yeah, I think if I probably would have stayed home area for like, yes, it is, darling, I know. It's got a lot worse, I will say. Yeah, I've been paralysed now 2 and a bit years, darling. I had to wait 50 weeks to see wheelchair services. Just newly paralysed, had to wait 50 weeks to see wheelchair services to get a wheelchair fitted. So had to buy one privately, just £80 wheelchair, like cheap and cheerful, that I couldn't push myself, like I couldn't propel myself very easily in, just as a needs must to get me out of hospital. Otherwise I would have been seen as having to stay in hospital until I'd got my wheelchair and got, I did have to stay in hospital anyway until I got my care package, but yeah, would have had to stay just to get a wheelchair. I know. 50 weeks for the wheelchair services, but that was about a year and a half ago now, so yeah. I mean, how long did you have to do PT for? I will always be paralysed now, lovely. I had intensive rehab physio for 8 months, but that was while I was in hospital. Probably, lovely. But yeah, like, I became paralysed through my seizures. So I don't exactly know, obviously, the date or anything I became paralysed, because I was in ITU, and that's when it occurred, through brain damage, through a seizure. But the whole time I was in hospital was for 8 months after that seizure, or the cluster of seizures that caused my paralysis, or 9 months, but I was doing 8 months after I'd come out of ITU, and it was 3 to 1, so 3 people with me, twice a day, up and out of bed, or just sitting up in bed, whatever it was to start with. And I did a hell of a lot of hard work there. I put my all into it because I didn't want to be hoisted, and they had to hoist me in the hospital for everything to start with when I first became paralysed. I said, no way am I going home with a hoist, and that was what I set my mind to, and that's what I've achieved, luckily. But it is still getting down to the point of, eventually with my EDS as well, I will long term end up needing a hoist. So I'm trying to remain as independent now as I can do, while knowing that in the future things are going to deteriorate regardless, because of my bone health and that as well. But it was a hell of a lot of hard work. So I saw, this was all inpatient, it was an inpatient neuro rehab. Yeah. It was an inpatient rehab neuropsychologist, neurophysiologist, physio basically, an inpatient neuro rehab physio, an OT, and a normal physio as well. And this was all while I was in just a general acute hospital, but yeah. also on a gastro ward because we don't have a neuro ward, and it was a step down from ITU, and because of my gastro issues as well, they just put me there. But yeah. Hi Desmi, how are you? Hey Lauren darling, how are you? Yeah, it's okay. Okay, thank you. Yeah, it's okay, thank you. Yeah, I'm alright, lovely. She just needs to get a feed on. Speeding. Heard the whoosh of the police car go past. There was either a police car or an ambulance. Just heard it whoosh past. I am speeding in my wheelchair, but also people have not felt how light my wheelchair is. They're really light wheelchairs, these ones. I'm very grateful I've got it, because the other one I can't use at all to push anymore. So it makes me really realise how lightweight this one is compared to the one we self-bought, which obviously wasn't custom built or lightweight or anything. It was just a bog standard. I think even like a what's the brand? The really crappy brand, I don't know. This is obviously a Cashel K series, so it's a good brand, but yes, my one was shite. I think my other one was like Convicare or something. You know what the one of the basic names, or like, yeah, something like Convicare, I don't know. Something like that. Let me just do my IVs quickly first, but then decide. I'm trying to think. Oh, Invacare, that's the one. Invacare is my old one, but obviously that's the one we keep for travel. But I've had it like 3 years and it's still going good, so about 4 years actually. But it's just Invacare basic. I don't even know, it doesn't have a name, but obviously my prescribed one is the Cashel K Series 2 model with all my adjustments. But yeah, I'm fitted. Hey, Emma darling. Hey Danielle. How are you guys doing, sweets? You all alright, my loves? Sorry, chatting away. Oh. As it can be. Well, it's not really a spare because I can't mobilise in it. Like I can't get into it or out or with it by myself. But yeah, mine, the one I've actually got from Wheelchair Services, is over £6,000 on the private market apparently. Over, because it's the newest of the new, like one that's come into play, like, and in one of the new ones on the market, but also one of the lightest weight ones, which is what they wanted with my EDS, especially with my shoulders. But so yeah, it is good backup, but it's actually just used for travel because mine's not crash tested, because it does, for crash testing they either have to have, one sec, a fully supportive backrest, which mine's not, mine's a half back, or they have to have bits where obviously it can all connect onto, and obviously mine doesn't. So I've has to have a fitted backrest or a fitted headrest. So they're over £6,000, darling. Obviously I did not pay that, just FYI. I didn't pay that. Obviously it's prescribed, so it is Wheelchair Services. But yeah, but like brand new, no, that's second hand. They said it'd be over £6,000. For them to pay it, it's about 6,000 or 7,000 for me, like NHS wise. That's what funding they give for it. But they said on the private market you'd be looking at over £6,000 for like new but not new model. But yeah, I thought, Jesus, I'm so lucky, like, I'm really lucky, but yeah. Hey, Kelly, darling, you right, sweet? I know. I am lucky that, you know, I got it, but I qualify for everything through it because I have to, but I wish I didn't have to have it, to be honest, but yeah. Yeah, we're all here, sweet. How was my day? I've been in hospital, sweet, so not the best, but I'll be alright, my love. You're as okay as you can be, sweetheart. Yeah, exactly. Lucky I got it, but not lucky that I need it. Precisely that, Jackie. Hospital, I know, darling. I was in there for a little while, unfortunately. I had to see ITU nurses and everything. Well, I can't remember seeing them, obviously, but yeah, they came to see me. So yeah, at one point I was escalated to ICU, but luckily didn't go there. They just escalated me, like, because I had to have a cardiac arrest call put out. So then ICU have to come and assess, and luckily I stayed in resus until they got a bed on a ward. But yeah, it was shambles. Ugh. I'm alright. How are you doing, like, Kelly, darling? Me too, darling, to be honest. It was hit and go, touch and go yesterday, darling. But yeah. Hey, sweetheart. You okay, Ali? So I only got home, like, obviously this evening, but yeah, after all that happening, I'm very lucky to be here, to be honest. And it wasn't a self-discharge. I just had a sensible chat with the consultant, which was all that was needed. Well, not all that was needed, obviously I needed the meds as well, but... My anti-seizure meds just needed to be IV for a couple of days. You're right, Alley Cat, my precious. Yeah. Well, it is just about getting my seizure meds IV in me so they're working a lot better, which is really frustrating because they can't really give them IV at home because they are strong meds and don't knock me, but like they can just be dangerous long-term IV, which they have given them IV short-term for me at home before in like an acute phase, but they just can't do it long-term, so they do it every now and again, or a stat dose every now and again, my doctor will do, to try and prevent hospital admission. But yeah, it's kind of hard. As right as you can be. It's sleepy there tonight, darling. Or have you got an alright one? Yeah. Well, it's Kepra as well, darling, so you know, Keppra with long-term side effects as well. It going IV is just that little bit extra, like, could be extra damaging. Obviously, I'm on it long-term, but yeah, they don't want to. Because also, if you miss like a day or two's worth of doses, exactly. But also, if you miss like a day's worth of doses, you then need to do loading doses, especially if it's IV. So you then would have to load it and do like a few grams in one dose over an infusion instead of giving the actual medication at its, you know, lower normal rate. Like the low kind of doses, yeah. Curo cap, lovely. Don't need alcohol wipes because I had a Curo cap on it, my sweet. Don't have to wipe in between each one. I just had a Curo cap on, so yeah. Taking it off, put it in the bin. And now I'm going to be connecting something, so I don't need alcohol wipes in between. I'm fine, lovely, thank you. Literally. I know what I'm doing, darling, don't worry, I've done this for years. Oh, can't bloody get that off now, though. And also, you don't know how many clamps are on this line, just to even get everything into it in the first place. Yeah. Oh, Rachel sent me these jammers though, so the jammers have a sweet story. They're all the way from Australia. Hey, hello, darling. Okay, sweet. Funny how they haven't commented since. Kelly, she's a long-standing mod, darling. Yeah, I'm okay, I just got rid of someone, darling, because they were a bit sus. But yeah, Kelly's like literally an OG mod, darling. Got my fluids up, just so you're aware. She hasn't been around for a while, she's been in treatment, sweet. But she's one of our mods from US. Am I right, Kelly? You're from the US, aren't you? Mrs. Love. Should I say Miss Love? Lewis Hamilton. Are you going back to the children, Miss Love? Don't know, I have 100 bags of food. Keeping the sugars up, what? What? I don't know what you're about. No, it's not, darling. Zero sugar, darling. That's relentless. This is monster sweet. Yeah. It's got no sugar whatsoever. I don't drink the sugary ones. You should know this by now. I don't drink sugary drinks in general. Yeah. Sugar doesn't absorb in me, darling, but also, yeah. It won't absorb in me apart from through the gums. Literally. Everything I drink goes into here. That's what's draining out constantly. And this fluid goes through my subcut line. So everything I have through here goes into my intestines. Everything I have orally drains out. And all this IV fluid goes into my central line. And all my feed and medication that's pushed through this tube goes into my intestines. It's okay. I didn't know which fluid, so I thought I'd clarify all of it, love. Anyway. Yeah. No, love. Yeah, it is ephemeral, lovely. It's always ephemeral, darling. No, Sarah says a portacath, darling. Portacath is a central line, or, well, it's called a port. That's the central line, Ella. So I have a suprapubic catheter, which is a catheter, obviously, which is different. And I have a femoral line, which is a central line, so yeah. So femoral is a type of central line, love. It still goes into my heart, therefore it's still central access. But yeah, it's always femoral emerald, always. There's never going to be anything else that is what they've chosen. There's no place for anything else anyway. Lots of failings, but yeah. Oh yeah. Apart from Becky, you are lovely. Well, that's good, darling. Is that because of seizures? I can't remember. Or is it just because you're... Oh, FND seizures, yeah. How long have you been waiting for that, lovely? Okay. How's she been? Yeah, I'm confused. Miss Burks. She's okay. Yeah, she's okay. She's been on today a little bit. I got Miss. There's no question above B. Lovely. So yeah, B's stuff. I can't remember your name. B's content. There's no question that it hasn't come up. Almost 4 years. Bless you. Yeah, she's just quiet. She's in a lot of pain all the time, but yeah, she's as good as she can be. Okay. Yeah. I saw a rheumatologist and a geneticist, but yeah. But mine was noticed very young, so yeah. I mean, as in, like, mine was really young, so yeah. No, lovely. Yeah. You can message Ella and she can ask me, lovely. Oh yeah, I'm not really going to talk about that, darling, because I was literally basically a child. I was basically a baby still, so yeah. And I'm not going to go into that because there's quite a lot of controversy around my diagnosis, and quite frankly, no. So I'm not going to be saying too much, but yeah. And also I don't need to. But I was basically still a baby, so yeah. But I was seen by the system young anyway because I was a NICU baby. So I had people left, right and centre looking at me because I was in NICU for 6 months. So yeah. That's okay. You have to apologise, lovely. I'm not trying to sound like harsh or rude, but yeah, there's just a lot of people at the moment that I'd rather just not comment too much about because there's just nasty people around. Yeah, no, I didn't. I think your comment was filtered, lovely, because it's not here. I'm not saying you're rude at all, lovely, but no, it's not coming through at all. TikTok does do that though, love.
The Observer, providing you with the latest TikTok drama from across the UK.